The U.S.-related speculation of the 2027 unification of Taiwan needs to be analyzed from multiple angles in order to understand the motive behind it and the possibility of reality. This is the earliest report of China's military power that can be traced back to the U.S. Pentagon's report in 2022. It was then reflected many times by the U.S. military and gradually formed a so-called consensus. From the U.S. point of view, this speculation is based on the assessment of China's military development. The U.S. believes that by 2027, Chinese military power may achieve a partial surpassation of it. This judgment is based on two aspects. One is the rapid growth of Chinese military power. The second is China's increasingly tough attitude on the Taiwan issue. China, as the world's largest industrial country, has shown high efficiency and speed in the field of military and industrial manufacturing. For example, the speed of shipbuilding is far beyond the United States. Advanced equipment such as J-20 stealth fighters quickly run out. In contrast, the United States faces an industrial challenge. The cost of maintaining the global military existence is increasing day by day. At the same time, China's military actions in the Taiwan Strait are indeed more active. Since 2022, the PLA has carried out all-factor Taiwan military exercises. Military aircraft and ships frequently cross the so-called middle line of the strait to carry out long-range combat patrols. These actions clearly convey the PLA's ability to control the situation in the Taiwan Strait. However, the U.S. speculation that the 2027 U.S. martial law also has its own strategic considerations. On one hand, by rendering China a threat, the U.S. military has increased its military budget and strengthened its search for excuses for the existence of the Asia-Pacific. On the other hand, it is trying to maintain the bargaining chip of Taiwan governance by transmitting false signals to the Taiwan independence forces. But in fact, the U.S. policy towards Taiwan is in debate. Strategically, it needs to threaten the mainland, but it is afraid to really show up because of its short military strength. Some U.S. experts even question the value of Taiwan's war with China. For the mainland, the basic policy to solve the Taiwan issue has always been peace and unification, one country, two systems. The State Department has repeatedly emphasized that it is willing to fight for a peaceful and unified future with the utmost sincerity, but it never promises to give up using force and to retain the option of taking all necessary measures. Some analysts believe that compared to the two-way choice of nuclear and uniform, the mainland may be more inclined to the third way, which is to form a favorable unification posture by comprehensive means, including strengthening military deterrence, so that the Taiwan authorities recognize that Taiwan independence has no way out. Overall, the direction of the Taiwan issue depends on many factors. Studies have shown that three situations may cause the mainland to take decisive measures. The U.S. is overly provocative on the Taiwan issue, completely deviating from a one-China principle. Taiwan officially announced its independence, and China's internal response to the Taiwan issue has risen. And in these situations, to maintain the status quo of the Taiwan Strait in case of an incident, the U.S. has to pay a high cost to maintain interference. For China, this is also a strategic choice. The mainland has established a multi-dimensional anti-interference system. From the broad support of the international community to the PLA's military deployment around the Taiwan Strait, all show that the initiative on the Taiwan issue is firmly in the hands of the mainland. The final solution to the Taiwan issue will be based on a comprehensive consideration of the welfare and regional stability of the people on both sides, rather than simply following the timetable set by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.